Hi, everybody. It is James Becker. I am the founder and CEO of Fusion Growth Partners, and this is another episode of Going For It with James B. I am going to share with you a short video of Rick Rubin speaking that I found very thought-provoking, and I am going to share some thoughts with you once I play the video for you, and I hope that this discussion is also thought-provoking for you. First of all, let's talk about who Rick Rubin is. He is a legend. He is one of the most renowned music producers of all time. When you see his picture, you'll recognize him. If you don't recognize the name, he's known for finding and developing new artists after launching his iconic record label, Def Jam. He holds 9 Grammy Awards, winning his first as a producer in 1997 for the Best Country Album for Johnny Cash Unchained. Rubin is, interesting enough, largely credited for helping take hip-hop mainstream in the late 80s. His production list is a star-studded list containing artists like Jay-Z, Public Enemy, the Beastie Boys, Metallica, Run DMC, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, AC/DC, Nine Inch Nails, Tom Petty, Johnny Cash, Macy Gray, Aerosmith, Kanye West, Ed Sheeran, U2, Black Sabbath, and Eminem. But Rubin isn't just your average music producer. He is a producer, yes, but he's also a philosopher. His hidden genius lies in that he can get inside the brains of artists and help them find and develop their own unique voice. He's been called a psychological problem solver who gets artists to tap into the most creative place and produce their best work. I'm hoping his discussion helps you tap in to the work that you need to do and to help you do your best work. Let's take a look at the video.
How does one convince themselves that what they're doing and working on is worth it?
The question of worth it is reliant on an outcome. We don't make these things for an outcome. It's not the mindset to make something great. The outcome happens. You're making the best thing you can make. It's a devotional practice. Whatever happens after that happens. And that part that happens after it is completely out of your control. Putting any energy into that part that's out of your control is a waste of time. All it does is undermine your work. Your work is to make the best thing you can. So any thought you have about outcome undermines the whole thing.
I'm going to play that one more time. There's so much in there. It's a devotional practice, letting the outcome, just getting rid of the entire outcome. We talk about inputs and outputs, and he's saying just let it go, just to focus on doing the best you can. And man, I need to listen to this because I am so often focused on here's what my inputs are going to be and here's what the output is going to be. And I am so focused on trying to, even though I tell people not to do this, I also am looking for those outcomes. And I fight with myself to focus on the inputs. Man, this was just so good for me today, is to just doing this video, just focus on doing the best you can with this one thing. The outcome is going to be what the outcome is. All you can do is your best. And are you doing your best? Let's watch it one more time.
How does one convince themselves that what they're doing and working on is worth it?
The question of worth it is reliant on an outcome. We don't make these things for an outcome. It's not the mindset to make something great. The outcome happens. You're making the best thing you can make. It's a devotional practice. Whatever happens after that happens. And that part that happens after it is completely out of your control. Putting any energy into that part that's out of your control is a waste of time. All it does is undermine your work. Your work is to make the best thing you can. So any thought you have about outcome undermines the whole thing.
Wow. The outcome is completely out of our control. We have influence on it, and that influence is doing the best we can, but we cannot control what's going to happen. Our job is not to say this will be great, but just to do the best we can. And look at the people he's worked with: Jay-Z, Eminem, AC/DC, Metallica. I mean, the list is amazing. And I can kind of imagine him having this conversation with one of these people and just have this devotional energy and effort that you're putting into just love on the thing that you're creating. Be the best you can at what it is that you're doing right now in the moment. Man, that just hits home because I have trouble. I focus on the future a lot. I don't have any control over the future. I only have control over right now, making the best decisions that I can with the information that I have right now, putting in energy into things to be the best I can right now, even when I don't feel like doing that. This was good for me to see this today. And I want to really encourage you to be the best that you can be. Let go of the outputs, let go of the outcome. Focus on what you're doing today. Focus on providing the highest level of service for your clients. Focus on providing the most value for your clients. Focus on allocating your resources in the best possible place with the best likely return today. Don't worry about what's going to happen in the future, because Rick Rubin says we don't have any control over it. We can only do our devotional practice. Man, that is hard to do. Hard for me. Anyhow, this has been another episode of Going For It with James B. Hope this was thought-provoking for you, and we'll see you in the next episode.